In this video, we will study the chapter 2 of class 3rd EVS, that is the plant fairy. So you are all welcome to our YouTube channel once again. If you have not subscribed our channel yet, please subscribe it and like this video and give your valuable comments in the section below. So the chapter is the plant fairy. So let us begin with the chapter now. Last Sunday, we went to a garden in the neighborhood. We played hide and seek, Chupan Chupai, and Antakshri. We had a lot of fun. After some time, Didi said, "Let us play a new game today." We had played this game in the camp last year. I will become a plant fairy. The plant fairy will call out a name of something and you will all have to touch it. So basically, in the first stanza, we read that someone is saying about a game that it was played about last Sunday. So all the children went to a garden in the neighborhood and they were played hide and seek, which is also called chupan chupai. So basically in this, all the children hide and one of the child counts till 100 and then goes and finds all the children. So if you have some other names for chupan chupai, you can let me know. And Antakshri is something when we sing songs with the last letter of the song which the other person has sung. So if you call Antakshri also something else, please let me know. So after some time, Didi said to the children, let us play a new game today. And she had played this game in her camp last year. Now she said that she'll become a plant fairy and the plant fairy will call out a name of something and all will have to touch it. So basically, let's see what the game was all about. The game began. Didi said, "The plant fairy asks you to touch a plant." At once, all the children ran towards the plant. So, in the starting of the game, Didi, who was the plant fairy now, said that all of you need to touch a plant, and at once, all children ran towards the plant. So, here we can see that Ammu held the marigold plant. We can see Ammu holding the marigold plant. Then Shabnam sat touching a jasmine plant. So Shabnam is touching a jasmine plant. Dayaram caught hold of a neem tree and stood there. Here we can see Dayaram. And Michael touched a mehendi bush. Here we can see him touching. And Didi is sitting right here in front of anyone. So let's see what happened. Didi said, "Very good. Everyone has touched a plant, but have you noticed that all the plants are different from each other?" "Didi, you are also sitting on little plants," said Shabnam. "Can you name the plant on which Didi was sitting?" So basically, at first, Didi praised everyone and said that very good, everyone has touched a plant. But she said that they noticed that all the plants were different from each other. Now, as Didi said this, Shabnam said that she was also sitting on little plants. Now we have to name the plant on which Didi was sitting. So we saw the picture right over here and we can see that Didi was sitting on grass. Okay. So Shabnam was basically saying that Didi was also sitting on something, little plants, and that was grass. Now the game started again and let's see what happened. The game started again. The plant fairy now said, "Touch a tree which has either a thick or a thin trunk." Now, as the game began again, this time Didi, who was the plant fairy, said that all of them need to touch a plant which has either a thick or a thin trunk. So here we can see children that they are holding this tree and this tree as well. So let's see. The children ran again to touch the trees with thick or thin trunks. Have you seen a tree with a trunk as thick as the one shown in the picture? So if you all have seen, you can let me know where you have seen it. Okay. Now, Michael found the game very interesting. He thought how lucky the fairy was. She could order everyone around. Now I want to be the plant fairy, said Michael. The children laughed aloud. A boy fairy? They were now ready to take orders from the new plant fairy. So Michael was very much interested in the game. So he thought that now he wanted to be a fairy so that everyone will look at him and follow his orders. At first, the children laughed at how could a boy be a fairy, but now they were ready to take orders from the new plant fairy. Now, Michael said, "Get me some leaves quickly. But remember, you are not to pluck the leaves from the plants," said Didi. The children ran to collect the leaves which were lying on the ground. Now, as Michael became the plant fairy, he said that get me some leaves quickly. But Didi ordered that no one will pluck the leaves from the plants. They can only collect the leaves which were lying on the ground. So all the children now ran to collect the leaves. Now let's see what happened next. Now here is a question that do all the leaves have similar colors, shapes and margins? And the answer is no, they all are different, as you can see in the picture as well. So Dayaram said, I did not know that there were so many types of leaves. Look, some are round, some are long, and some are triangular. So leaves are of different types. Now, Ammu said, there are so many different colors as well. Some are light green and some are dark green. Some are even yellow, red, and purple. There is one which is green but has white patches on it. Now, with all the descriptions, we can see that the leaves seen here are of different size, are of different length, as well as of different colors. Then, look, even the margins of these leaves are different from each other. Some have straight margin and some uneven. Some of these margins even look like a saw, said Shabnam. Ammu and Shabnam shouted together, we also want to be the plant fairy. Didi said, not today, maybe next Sunday. It is time to go home now. On the way back, Didi recited a poem for everyone. So on that particular day, they played for this much time only because they thought that this was a very interesting game, and now Ammu and Shabnam also wanted to be the plant fairy. But Didi said it's very late today, so no one will be the plant fairy now. They can become the plant fairy the next Sunday. And they all were returning home, and Didi also recited a poem for everyone while they were returning home. So again, they made a conclusion that all the leaves are different from each other. They are of different colors as well as different sizes. Their margins are also different. Now let's see what happened next. You know what? As the children collected different leaves and played this game, you also can try playing this game because you will have idea of various types of plants as well, and you can collect different types of leaves and see the differences between them. Now let us see the poem which Didi recited for everyone while they were returning home, which is written by Vijendra Pal Sisodia. So it says, red, purple, and even yellow. The name is leaves. Okay, red, purple, and even yellow. Some green, wet, and loose. Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes and shades. Some are like the elephant's ears, and some are playful like the devil. Some are torn and some are folded, and some even eaten like the beetle. And in the early dawn's darkest hue, you'll find the flowers cry tear like dew. Some are like buddies, some like bees. Some are hairy and some plain. Some dry up to look thorns, and some even resemble cranes. So basically, the poet is telling about the different types of leaves, the red, purple, and even the yellow leaves. Some are green and wet, some are very loose. They are of different kinds, different shapes, as well as different shades. Now he's comparing them with elephant's ears, like the playfulness of the devil. Some are torn, some are folded, some are also eaten by the beetle. Okay, and they find the flowers cry tear like dew. Some are like butterfly and some are like bees, some are hairy and some plain. So basically the poet is telling about the different types of leaves. Some have hair, some are plain, some are dry, some have thorns, and etc. Whoosh, whoosh, scuttle and flutter. In the breeze they all do mutter. All day long they smile and play, and in the night they sleep away. Leaves are of different kinds and of different shapes and hues. So originally this poem was in Hindi, but it is translated from the Hindi version. So basically it's all about the leaves, their different shapes, size, colors, and different things they resemble. They always fly in the air as if they are muttering, and all day long they smile and play, and in the night they sleep away. This was a very good poem. You can read it in your free time once again. So here we have collect the leaves made around the poem. So we can basically collect the leaves which have been made around the poem. That means what kind of leaves have been talked about, and you can definitely try to find such leaves. Now collect a few leaves of plants like lemon, mango, neem, basil that is tulsi, mint is pudina, and coriander is dhania. Crush the leaves and smell them. Do they all smell alike? Can you identify the leaves just by their smell? So basically all the leaves won't know, all the leaves won't smell the same, and we can identify them with this their smell. Now look at these beautiful pictures which are made up of dry leaves. So have a look at these pictures. These are very interesting pictures, and they are basically different animals made from it, and you can also try this activity as it will be very interesting. You can collect some leaves, dry them, and then make animals. So it's written here, using dry leaves make pictures of different animals in your notebook. This is a very fun activity and it can be done by you. Then Didi taught everyone how to make rubbings, prints of leaves and tree trunks. All you have to do is, now Didi taught everyone that how can we make the prints of the leaves and tree trunks. So let us also learn the same. Now take a paper and a crayon or color pencil. Place the leaf on a table or on the ground. It should be placed in such a way that the side of the leaf with veins is on the top. Place a paper on the leaf. Gently rub the crayon or color pencil on the paper. Be careful that the paper or the leaf does not move. And once you do this, something like this will be formed. This was an innovative way taught by Didi to everyone, and we can also try this. And in the similar way, we can take the rubbing of the trunk of a tree. You need to place a paper on the trunk as the girl is doing over here, and rub the crayon or color pencil on it. Look, you have made rubbing of the tree trunk. Now look at the rubbings made by the others. Are the rubbings of different plants similar? Which leaf have a good rubbing? In case of which tree was the rubbing of the trunk difficult and why? So basically you need to try this and see different rubbings. All will be different as all the trees and plants are very different. It will be difficult if the trunk is a little bit very thick or it has a different texture. You can tell me if you enjoyed the activity in the comment section. Then we have here, it says, look at the picture and name the things which have patterns of leaves and flowers on them. So we look at the picture and then we name the things which have the patterns of leaves and flowers on them. So let us have a look at the picture. This is the picture here. So let us see. Okay, it on the bed sheet it has, we can see that it has designs of leaves and flowers on the bed sheet. I'll wait a second, okay? I'll write it here only. It's on the bed sheet. It's on the wall painting. On the pillows. Wait, I'll write it once again. On the pillows, on the book, carpet, as well as on the trousers of the girl. Okay. So these are all the objects on which we have the pattern of plants and leaves. You can see it's on the bed sheet as well, on the wall painting, on the pillow, on the book as well, the carpet, as well as the trousers of the girl. Then let's see a few questions over there and we'll answer them. So look for objects which have patterns of leaves and flowers on them in your house and write their names. I have it even on my wall, on my bed sheet, and the plates we use. You can tell me where are the patterns in your home. You must have seen many places, plants and trees. How many of them can you name and write their names? So okay, I'll start naming them and you can add few more in the list in the comment section. Neem, mango, guava, rose, ashok, banyan tree, blackberry is also there, and we have basil as well. So are there any plants that you have heard of but never seen? Which ones? There are few which I have not seen. You can tell me about yours. I have not seen the almond plant yet. Wait, I'll write it here, okay? I have not seen an almond plant yet. Wait, this Y won't be here. And then I haven't seen oak and pines. These are the few. You can name more. Now ask some older people if there were plants which they have seen when they were children but are not seen these days. Okay, so basically you can ask your elders if there were plants which they have seen, and you can let me know in the comment section if they are telling you of the name of some of the plants. Also ask them if there are any plants which can be seen these days but which were not seen earlier. So this is an homework for you. Now, friendship with a tree. It says, choose a tree near your school or house and make friends with it. A lasting friendship. Now, what tree is it? Ask some elders if you don't know. So I'll make a mango tree, my friend, of course, because, and I know what tree it is because it's near my house and a lasting friend actually. Will you like to give a friend a special name? What will you name it? I can name it Maggu because it's mango and it sounds cute also. You can also name your plants. Then here are some more questions which we can see. Does the tree bear flowers or fruits, and which ones? Obviously it's a mango tree, so fruits and mango. How do the leaves of the tree look? You can basically, you simply, I can't draw it, but you know the trees or the mango leaves, right? And do animals live in the tree? Which ones? Yeah, like the normal animals, the squirrels and the normal birds and all. So find out more about your tree friend and share with others, and draw the picture of your friend tree below and color it. So whichever tree you choose, you can make it your best friend. You can share your things with it and make a picture over here and collect the information about the same. So we have now ended the chapter, which was the plant fairy. So it was all about the different kinds of the plants as well as the animals. You can tell me all the questions I asked you in the comment section. I hope the chapter is very clear to you. It talked about the different shapes as well as the colors of the leaves and the game of the plant fairy and the different patterns we can make and the different textures as well as the different features the plants have. So with this, we come to the end of the chapter. We will study chapter 3 in the next video. I hope you liked the video and understood the chapter. Please like the video and give your valuable comments, and do subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.